Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Sonia and today we are talking healthy desk snacks. Now I don't know about you, but with people working more at home or if you're busy studying, I know I've done masters and been home a lot. It's easy to get peckish and actually go to the cupboard and maybe snack on something that's not so healthy. So we're going to talk about a few things that can help you eat more healthfully, as in a healthy snack. So first thing that we need to think about is being hydrated. Okay, so we need to keep the fluid up to ourselves, and sometimes water gets a little boring. So what we're going to do is add something like a little bit of lemon, and remembering that if you don't have water beside you, you won't drink it. So it's much easier to have a glass of water beside your desk where you're working, whether it be at work or at home. And to enhance the flavor a little bit, sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of lemon in it, and it just makes it taste a little fresher. So we're just going to put some lemon there, maybe squeeze a little bit in through there as well, and there you go. So remember, if you don't like lemon in your water, then sometimes things like instead of using ice cubes, you can use some frozen berries such as blueberries. And these make a lovely, keeps your drink nice and icy and actually flavors your water. Or frozen raspberries are another great idea as well. And what we know about berries is that they're full of antioxidants, which are great for us and our health. So there's tip number one. So tip number two is to have fruit accessible so that you are tempted to eat it rather than going for the junk food. So in my house, however, my husband will eat on fruit all day, and so I actually have to do the opposite. I have to hide the fruit so he can't eat it all day. However, if you've got eaters who would rather eat something sugary, definitely having fruit out on a bowl like so, maybe popping some nice berries on a tray as well. It makes it easier to nibble on, or putting them in a little bowl. And definitely if you've got children, or even if you like things cut up, sometimes cutting things up, and this is a great little Cora, is to actually cut your apples up into little slices like so, and it's easier to eat. Okay, so kids like eating things like this, eat better. And if you've got something cut up like this as well, you can just pick it up and put it back down, and it's a lot more convenient. So trying those tricks will hopefully decrease you reaching for junk food. Okay, so another little thing that you can do, so here's some beetroot dip with some of these other little carrots, celery, and some healthy little cranberry bickies as well. But another little trick is the small cucumbers, also are really nice cut up and used for dips as well. So another good idea, just wash them and then also add them to your platter. And another little snack, see? Wasn't so hard. So having dip, a storage of dip, or whether you make your own or buy it, is a good idea, because then you can dip in your carrot, cucumber, celery, snow peas, or whatever else that it is that your kids love to dip. Some people like to dip things like capsicum. Not me, but some people actually eat capsicum like apples. That's not me either. However, capsicum are also great to be cut up and used as a dip as well. So there are some little ideas for you, and hopefully that will help with those little snacks. Now we'll go to snack number 4. So another great idea is to make up something like a trail mix of your favourite nuts and seeds, and maybe store it in a container like so that it's easy to pour out and snack on when you get the munchies. Now, if you have things like walnuts, I store mine in jars. So maybe we'll just make up a trail mix now and then pour it into our little bowls. So something like walnuts, almonds, pumpkin seeds or pepitos. These are great for your health, full of good stuff. So we want lots of those. You can have things like sunflower seeds as well. I'm putting some sultanas in as well, just a little bit of sweetness, and some raw cashews, which are much better. All the nuts that I'm using are actually raw. They're not roasted because it's better to have them. And see, you can store them like so, or then shake them up. You can store them like so, or then shake them up. So when you fill them up, so a good idea is to fill up a big jar so that you can easily shake it up and mix it up like so. Get them all mixed up all together. So they look really nice and pretty there. And then pop some into little containers. Now, if you're working with your husband late at night or with your kids, maybe give them one each and that's it for the day and they can just snack on that. But they're really handy to have beside your desk when you're studying and get the munchies. And they're good in saturated fats and things that are great for your brain. So definitely something for you to think of that will actually enhance your health and your mind while you're working. I've got some cranberries in here too. I snuck them in. Okay, so that is trail mix. Another great idea is to use a plant-based yogurt, or if you have Greek yogurt, if you like dairy, Greek yogurt is fine, but something that's natural and healthy. And I've got here a coconut yogurt, and what I'm going to do is place it in a bowl here. And this could even be a breakfast if you wanted. It could be anything, okay? So, and if we chop up some apples so that it's nice and thin, okay? This means it's just nice to dip in your yogurt. Just in little slices, and it's just a healthy, nice snack. And of course we can add berries as well to make it taste nice as well as adding a little bit of trail mix. So we've got those sliced up nicely there. We're going to place it on the plate. And might take that big spoon out. And we can add some berries into our mix, a little bit of honey, or you can use some maple syrup. So I'm going to use honey. So I'm going to do a little squirt just to sweeten it up because I am a little bit of a sweet tooth. Add some berries, maybe cut up some strawberries. Like so, and then maybe even add some trail mix as well. And this just adds a yumminess and a bit of nut flavour. You can add some roasted muesli as well on top. And I like to add a little bit of cinnamon because cinnamon is good for regulating your sugar levels. So cinnamon's a great thing to have, add to food, and then it's just really nice to be able to dip your apple in and eat it, or you might like to eat it with a little teaspoon and have it as a meal, or a light lunch or a breakfast even, because it's got all your great yogurt or your plant-based yogurt and of course fruits and berries, and it's just yumminess, which I might just have to have some right now. Okay, so another great little snack for you. is to have something like a rice cake or maybe some natural seeded crisp bread or maybe some sourdough and make a little snack using maybe something like hummus dip. So just spread that like so. Might pop that one back and we'll just use this one here. And the rice cracker like so. So you've got hummus, and then you can maybe pop some little tomatoes on as well. And that way you've got a little snack that's tasty and that is full of goodness. It's not junk food. It's not full of things that are going to send your sugar levels sky high. And then you can add some greenery if that's what you wish. And you've got it, and maybe you could add a little bit of avocado on top. And of course, remembering that avocado dip or just avocado on crisp bread is really enjoyable as well and easy to use. So if you want to put some avocado on your crisp bread, just peel your avocado. And then just some avocado on top, and then maybe a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. And ta-da, a little snack that is yummy and healthy. So another great tip is to make a smoothie. Now you can use whatever you like in a smoothie, whatever fruit you have, whatever. It can be berries, it can be bananas, it can be spinach, it can be kale. You can add lots of things to it. Apples, whatever. So today I'm going to show you what I actually use instead of having breakfast in the morning. I now drink this smoothie and I make it full of goodness, but yours doesn't have to be so in-depth as this. Yours could just be a banana smoothie with non-dairy milk or with a bit of cinnamon and honey. It's very simple. If you don't like the taste of bananas, then using something like a white bean in a tin actually adds that smoothness to it. And another idea is to add zucchini instead of banana, and it also gives that creamy flavour and texture if you wish. So when your bananas start looking like this, you would think I've just purchased these from the shop and paid the same price for these as I would have brown old bananas. But anyway, these are going to get frozen. Look at that. Like seriously, how can they sell that stuff for a good price? Look. Anyway, I didn't choose very well, did I? So these will be getting frozen, and what I do is I skin them and pop them in a little Snap-Lock bag. Usually 2 bananas to a Snap-Lock bag, and then they're good for smoothies. And that means that your smoothie comes out nice and icy cold as well. So pop your bananas into I have a Thermomix or blender or whatever it is that you are using. I use So Good almond, the unsweetened type. And I find that that's got a nicer almond flavour than a lot of the almond milks. But you can use oat milk, rice, whatever it is that you have. Just a little plug for the Sanitarium So Good. This Barista almond is so good in your coffee. To froth it froths great and it does not separate, which I've found a lot of the almond milks do, and it doesn't taste funny. So I've been buying this probably for, 2 months or so, and you can only get it from Woolworths here in Australia. So that's great in your coffee. So what I've got so far is some almond milk bananas. So I use LSA, which is a combination of linseed, soy and almond in my smoothie. So I've popped some in there already. I had to edit that part. I also have some hemp seeds here. Now, these aren't going to send you crazy and you're not going to get done for cannabis or anything, but hemp seeds, some of those. I also like to include cinnamon. Cinnamon's great for regulating sugar levels, so I'm going to put a big blob in there. I also like to add some MCT, which is also healthy and good for you, so I put about 30 mils of that in. And that's like coconut fat. It's good. And of course some flavouring. I do like honey. And see, the thing is, I'm not just leaving it like a banana smoothie. I have yet to add the secret ingredient. So I've been making my smoothies with this Superfood Greens Plus D from Tropica. And it is full of greens that you're never ever going to get into you in the amount that is required. And I just figure that during COVID, I'm trying to look after my health. I'm also aging. I'm also a health professional. I'm working with sick people, or I'm working with people and I'm at risk. I need to be responsible for my health and make sure that I'm as healthy as I can be. So I have been adding, it's 2 teaspoons per serve. So I'll just add 2 of those, and that would be 4 teaspoons. And, oh, dusty. And then I just thermo it up. Now, you can use this just with water, and I believe that a new and improved version has just been released. Which tastes a little bit more citrusy apparently. I haven't tried the new variety, although it is arriving shortly. But the other thing is, I had this mixed with just water, and it was a bit, I drank it, but it's much better in a smoothie, let me just say. So in a smoothie, it looks green, but it actually tastes, I actually like the taste of it with the banana and everything else. By itself with water, it's consumable, but I'm not sure if it's enjoyable. So that's a little plug for Tropica. Not that I get any benefit from them, but it's just, I figure adding more greens to my diet and hopefully, keeps me more healthy. So that's a good thing. And then we're just going to put it into the thermo. Okay, so my green smoothie looks a bit like very green. Doesn't look so good, does it? Well, I can tell you it tastes better than it looks. And there's a bit of banana and is very tasty. Nice big straw, reusable, because I do try and be friendly to the planet. So that's my green smoothie, and I've been drinking this for my breakfast. And of course, that's after trying to fast at least, between 12, 13, 14 hours before I eat in the morning. And that has helped me lose some belly fat. If you want to know more about that, have a look at my channel on intermittent fasting, on the keto diet as well, what I think or what research shows about that. And definitely, if you have any ideas on other snacks that you love to prepare ahead of time or on the go, definitely include them in the comments section below so that we can share them with our YouTube community, because the more that we can share information in healthy snacks and eating well, but eating healthy, the better our health will be. And, we might just inspire someone else to try something different too, because, sometimes we just need an idea. And that's what this channel is all about, sharing information that is valid and reliable. And of course, thanking you for following me as well. So see you next time. Bye-bye.